So I've been saying this for a long, long time in a lot of videos. If you followed any of my content, I'm a massive believer in XRP. And I believe that it is absolutely one of the biggest altcoins that can help you achieve financial independence. I think there's millions of dollars that is going to be made in, with various different investors and what they can make in it. And I always say this, XRP, depending upon how much money you have in it, can make you a 10,000-aire, 100,000-aire, a millionaire, and also dependent upon how long you're willing to ride and wait that. Because I think, again, we are going to see a minimum 10x in the very near future, 20, 30, even 50x, because XRP really hasn't, of all the major altcoins, it really hasn't had its just 30x multiple time yet. It hasn't. Now, with that, you have to have a plan. And do you have a plan? Because if you don't, you're going to miss out on all that money. You're going to miss out on all that opportunity. And I got a really short little piece of content here that I want to share with you that goes over some of the reasons that XRP is going to just dramatically go up in the near future. And I've talked a lot about this stuff over the last months or so. And I realize that the overall market is on a little bit of a move up right now, which is good. But a lot of people are just simply going to miss out on the opportunity that is XRP. And they're going to continually question and doubt whether or not they should be in it and all that kind of stuff. Well, look, I mean, you guys know I'm a massive believer in XRP. By the way, stick to the end. I'm going to show you how you can make even more money in crypto as well as stocks. And this is something you haven't ever seen. So stick to the end because I got some good stuff for you. Okay, so here's what I want to share with you. An expert, which is not me, says if you don't have an XRP plan, you'll be reacting under pressure. And I would say, and I would add on to the I can't talk, and miss out on a massive amount of opportunity. Okay, and so I've read this, and there's some really good stuff here. So there are opportunities with XRP. Period. End of story. So this particular individual, Vandal, but he's the Black Swan Capitalist co-founder, has boldly warned market participants against underestimating XRP. I would agree. Don't underestimate XRP. It is the crypto that has the most utility. I would say, VeChain out there has a lot of utility in what they do, right? But XRP, and I don't mean that as a compare and contrast. I'm just saying that's another one that comes to mind when you think about massive utility and what it does. I mean, VeChain solving real world problems in logistics. XRP, excuse me, is solving real world problems in the movement of money, right? On a global scale across borders and all that. Okay. But he said skeptics could be putting themselves at a disadvantage in the future without a strong XRP plan. Look, your XRP plan just simply could be I have bought it and I am going to hold it. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I would challenge you. Have you bought enough? Are you at the level of how many XRP tokens you want to own? Yes, I know it's $2.30 now and it's gone up, and it would have been a lot better to buy at 50 cents or even 10 cents. But if you didn't, you can't go back in time. You have to deal with your reality of where you're at right now. Okay. So he says, according to him in purple, the pressure of reacting on the fly could prove costly for those of you without a clear plan. And again, the plan just doesn't have to be overcomplicated. The plan could simply be, look, you have bought and you're going to hold, and your plan should include how much profit do you want to make? So I've said this to you guys in a ton of videos. Here it is. How many XRP tokens do you own? What is your cost of those? What's your cost basis? Your average cost basis, 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, $1.50, whatever it is, $2, whatever that number is, you need to know it. Beyond that, what is your ROI? What is your profit? How much profit do you want to make? Do you want to make 50%? Do you want to make 30%? Do you want to make 100% on your XRP? Okay. Just you have to know that number. Okay. And then when it hits that number, you're like, okay, if I own it at 2, then if I sell it at 4, I have doubled my money. Okay. If that's your plan, then stick to your plan. Okay. And that's really what Vandal is talking about here. All right. And kind of now moving into what he sees as the massive opportunity, it is, again, the XRP ledger. Okay, a lot of people are not really talking about the XRP ledger. Its value as a settlement layer will become increasingly more evident over time. There's still people out there that don't really understand or get what it is that Ripple does, and how XRP and the XRP ledger and the XRP stablecoin and all that kind of stuff, it all plays, right? Okay. So again, I just want you guys to just, hopefully you hear me. XRP's value, XRPL, that's the ledger, value to be evident over time. It's designed for fast, low-cost transactions, meaning the movement of money, and is already being tapped as a tool for large-scale adoption and cross-border payments. Let's listen to this. We all know in the light blue here that Ripple has just taken over. They're in the process of buying Hidden Road. Hidden Road processes $3 trillion in annual volume. Okay. And it has been announced that XRP will henceforth be the tool for Hidden Road's post-trade transactions. XRPL will improve the initial 24-hour settlement. It right now takes Hidden Road 24 hours to settle all daily transactions per this content. There in XRPL is going to take that to 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 24 hours to 5 seconds. And there is massive amounts of synergy, savings, good stuff there, okay, from that standpoint. And all of it is directly attributed to Ripple's technology. Look, XRP is primed for a major move up. There's liquidity and money that wants to flow into it. Okay. And I mean, yes, I know I was just talking about XRPL. Now we're talking about the opportunity around XRP, even at still this current price of $2.30. We still are going to 10x, 20x, 30x, 40, 50x. Not tomorrow. And I'm not telling you that's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take years. But you should be okay with that. If you're buying stocks and you're getting about a 10% annualized return on that, that's good money in the stock market. 10%. XRP will do that. Well, it's already up 6% today. It was earlier. You get my point. You need to be okay with the fact that it's going to take a little bit of time. And XRP's next major move up is going to just be massive, because it will be due to an influx of liquidity. And I've talked about this all the time. There is trillions of dollars waiting to be unlocked after we get regulatory clarity from the SEC, all that kind of stuff, which we will have. The SEC's come out and said they're going to put digital assets, crypto, at the top of the list. The new chairman, Paul Atkins, crypto friendly, all that stuff. We've talked about all that. Okay, there is a massive amount of liquidity that's going to flow into all the major altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum to an extent. Obviously, XRP, I think, is the best poised and prime one to achieve that. And why is there going to be an influx of liquidity coming into XRP? Listen to this. The launch of spot ETFs, institutional strategies involving XRP, investing in XRP. I've talked to you guys. There's going to be institutional money. There's going to be companies that are going to buy and hold XRP on their financial ledgers as a investment asset. Okay. All right. As well as Ripple's regulatory developments and partnership announcements. As we get more clarity around regulatory developments, that will unlock partnerships. Like, for example, I tweeted the other day, banks are not making any major announcements about leveraging Ripple's technology right now because they have to have their ducks in a row. They need a very clear black and white regulatory clarity landscape and roadmap there. Okay. And that's just not been given yet because we're waiting on that from the SEC. All right. Look, have a plan. Just have a plan. Be ready. Don't get caught. Don't miss out on the riches, the money that can flow to you as an XRP investor. I'm just simply wanting you guys to be aware of that. Okay. I shared with you that you can make a lot of money in crypto. I can help you make that. This is my trading indicator, my software right here working. You see these green momentum up and buy and sell, and the red is a sell alert. That's a buy alert and a sell alert. This is Onyx coin, just recently went on an insane tear. Okay, here's Sui. Here you go. Here's Sui. So like boom, here to here, 7 days, 78%. That's a buy alert. There's not been a sell alert yet. Waiting on a sell alert. It's going to tell you the perfect time to sell and make 100%, 150%, however much SUI goes up. But you can see buy alert, no sell alert. $1,000 bought here would have already made you $780 in 7 days in profit. That's money in your pocket. Okay. Onyx coin. Look at this. Buy here, sell here, 69 days, 745%. $1,000 bought here would have made you a profit of $7,455 in less than 70 days. How much would your life change with an additional 7,500 bucks? Okay. Doesn't end there. It said that basically a few days later, there was another buy alert right there to there, 200%. Another $1,000 bought would have made you another $2,000 in profit. There was a sell alert, went down 75%. Don't take that 75% loss. Again, buy, sell. It tells you when to buy and sell. Do you know when to buy and do you know when to sell any crypto? You don't. You're flying blind. Okay. That's what the software tells you what to do. And then we get another buy alert. And in 18 days, we're up 129%. Another $1,000 bought, you would already made almost $1,300 in profit. So 15, 17, 18 grand in less than 5 months. How much would your life change with that? The software, the links in the description below, it's literally about $1.15 a day is what the software costs you. And I just showed you how you could have made hundreds and thousands of dollars, depending on how much you want to invest. Okay. And it tells you when to buy and when to sell. By the way, the alerts come in on your phone. The software runs on any iPhone, runs on any Android, and it's there for you. Okay. The quarterly option is the cheapest on a per day basis. There's a discount code down there. There's a link in the description below. If you're watching this on X, there's a link below this video as well. Check it out. There's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. You have zero risk in this. You have 30 days to try it. You don't like it, you ask for a refund, you get it. No questions asked. You have zero risk. You have zero reasons why you shouldn't try this. Okay. This is the thank you page. Here you go. That you see after you join. Everything is here. Shows you how to set everything up. You're up and running in 20 minutes. I promise it's easy. I have grandmas and grandpas that have done this. Seriously. And here's how to create those alerts. Those alerts are what make you the money. So there's literally a 10-minute video here that shows you how to create the alerts. It's so simple. Links are in the description below, right down there. Check it out. I'll see you. Go get it.